Hello everyone, I am here today with Team Late on Arrival. This is episode 2 of our 3-episode series talking about the global impact of coronavirus. Today we are going to be focused on the impact of sales or trade between countries. If you think these topics may interest you, don't forget to go follow our social media pages. Our Instagram is The Global Impact of COVID-19. Our Facebook is Andrew Late on Arrival, and our Twitter is Andrew at Late on Arrival. So what this episode is mainly going to be focusing on is the coronavirus impact on jobs and how it's affected jobs. First, we can look at this graph and see the decline in the working hours for basically everybody. It's been a total of 6.7% of the global workforce, which is about 195 million people that are working less hours. Next, I wanted to take a look on how coronavirus affects jobs by sector. So as you can see in this graph, the most affected field is agricultural, but it's all low risk for the coronavirus. If you see that red is the higher risk, you'll see that retail and manufacturing are the most in danger for their jobs. However, you can see almost any job industry is in trouble right now. Now, if we take a look at the share of employees that are in high-risk sectors, you're going to see that the countries that are most in danger is America, Europe, and Central Asia, with over 42 and 43% of total workers that are at risk. The least at risk is Africa right now, but they still have a 26% risk, so it's still fairly high for them. Hello, today I'm here with Joel Scaff, and I just wanted to ask him a few questions about the coronavirus, his job, and how it has impacted the sales for his company and its overseas sales. All right, so first, Joel, do you mind telling me what your job is?
Yeah, no problem, Andrew. Thanks for having me on today.
Yeah.
And so I work for Morgan Properties at the Marylander, and I'm currently a leasing agent. So basically, my job is just trying to get people to sign leases.
Okay. And has the coronavirus impacted your sales there at all?
Yeah, so the Maryland is located walking distance from Johns Hopkins University, which is a large number of my clients and mainly the people that I target when trying to get leases. So the coronavirus has really affected my sales because I can't go to overseas anymore, and it's the busiest time during the summer, and no one really wants leases right now. I'm not renting out apartments, and as well as clients are attempting to cancel their leases that they have. So yeah, the coronavirus has affected my sales greatly.
I'm really sorry to hear that. So, has your company overall seen the effect of coronavirus?
But yeah, definitely. Morgan Properties has been hit hard. I mean, since many tenants have stopped paying rent and they're unable to afford paying it due to the coronavirus, and they know that we're not going to evict them, and they have months for until that actually would occur. And along with that, my property has seen a 5% decrease in the monthly payments. We only expect that number to go up. I mean, as time goes on, and luckily my job hasn't had any layoffs specifically, and hopefully it can stay that way.
Yeah, I know. I hope it stays that way too. So, how has this forced you to have to change your strategy working at Morgan Properties?
Well, as I said earlier, I really focus on overseas clients, and now I've really focused on clients in the United States at Johns Hopkins, and it does cut down my clientele a lot and sales. Also, I'm not able to give tours in person anymore, obviously, so I'm giving virtual tours, which is different and a little bit weird. So it's made it definitely more difficult for me to be successful in my job, and hopefully this ends soon and we can get back to normal.
So, has the coronavirus affected your hours working there as well?
Yeah, I still work 5 days a week, but 3 of the days are actually at home now, and 2 of the days are in the office. But we keep the door locked, and it's weird. It's different. So yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you, Joel. I appreciate all your honesty talking about your job. I think that's all the questions I have for you today, but thank you so much for everything, and I hope you the best with your job.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Appreciate you.
You too.
Now I want to take a look at how coronavirus impacts trading between countries. So if you look at this graph here, you can see the most affected is the European Union. So they have lost over $15,597 million in US dollars in trade. The next most affected is America, the United States, with over $5,779 million lost in trade. And if you look down the rest of the graph, you can see all the other effects that have been going on. The least affected has been Indonesia and India. However, they are huge on trading, so any lost income to them is pretty substantial. So I wanted to pull up an example of an industry where the coronavirus is affecting its trading. So if you look at this graph here, you can see the effect on the global tech shipments. So TVs are expected to ship 4.5% less, video game consoles minus 10.1%, and the worst is going to be smartwatches, losing 16% of their shipping. So as you can see, the coronavirus is expected to hit the technology industry pretty hard. And again, if these topics maybe interest you, don't forget to follow our social media pages to see us talk more about the impact of coronavirus. Our Instagram is The Global Impact of COVID-19, Facebook's Andrew Late on Arrival, and our Twitter is @AndrewLateOnArrival.